And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us. It is Psychic Talk. Yes, come on, step into the cafe, grab a latte, grab your tea, and we'll hang out together here for a little while. And I'm hanging out with Ellie Moonchild. Hey, Ellie. And by the way, Ellie does have the tea and I have the coffee. Yeah. Uh-huh. Welcome to the
Good morning.
cafe. Oh, I love that with our new website that we can actually say that. It's like, come on into the cafe, and let's play with our cards and hang out. It's just a
It
lot
can't
of
be a
fun.
physical space, it'll be a virtual space.
Yes, yes. So we got our fingers crossed that um your screen doesn't freeze up. We had that problem in the past, but when we did the big 14th anniversary show, Ellie didn't seem to freeze at all on the Zoom, and we had a dozen people on there. So uh Ellie, this might be the very first time that we get through a whole show.
I know. Hopefully, yes. I'm putting that out
Fingers
to the universe.
crossed. I got my
Fingers
fingers
crossed.
crossed. Woo. Anyway, so anybody that's new out there, we've been doing this for 14 years now. We just had our 14th anniversary and 1,000 episodes. I think this is I'm gonna say 1003. 1003 episodes, right? This is our 1003rd episode. It's really hard to actually say that because we never get that high in the numbers. So we're not used to, we're used to saying the 23rd of the month, but we're not used to saying the 1000th and third or something. I don't even know how you say it. Wow, wow. Anyway, very different energy today. We were talking about that in the green room, Ellie and I, because yesterday was a 5 day, tons of energy, and everybody noticed it too. I mean, they, oh my God, we were having so much fun. Michelle was co-hosting with me. They were having so much fun in the chat on YouTube, and some of our regulars, like Charlotte, she said, "Wow, this was the craziest uh but most fun episode of Psychic Talk ever." And I was like, wow. I mean, that's saying a lot because Charlotte's been listening to our shows like from the beginning. So she would know different energy today. I tried to get amped up for the show. That's what you're supposed to do. If you do YouTube, that's what all your YouTubers out there are doing. The way it translates through the camera, Ellie, I was watching actually a whole video on YouTube about this, about how that dynamic works with presence and everything. That what's normal in a conversation, like when you're talking to somebody and you're right there with them versus talking through the camera lens on YouTube, it doesn't translate. It like mutes things down. You have to over amp, like when you're on there, you have to be like performing, to make it not look boring as hell on YouTube.
That really high energy.
Yeah. So yesterday, apparently we accomplished that. And by the way, go back and watch the replay. I know, it's alive and people calling in and getting readings, things like that. But throughout the show, starting from our numerology and cards of the day, and then throughout the show, me and Michelle were just dropping these nuggets. I mean, it was just great. I'm going to try to go back, and it's a 2-hour video, but I'm going to try to scrub through it and figure out what those moments were and like cut them out and make short little 5 to 8 minute videos that we can upload on the blog talk. Because, a lot of people don't go back and listen to our lives because they're alive. You're supposed to listen to it while it's live, and then it's kind of dated the next day, right? It's the cards of the day, the numerology of the day no longer apply. It's a new day. And it just rewatching alive. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people do that. But these nuggets of information that Michelle and I were dropping are universal. I mean, they are not, they have no date attached or time frame attached to it, so I think we can make some videos out of those. It's so cool. So I don't know what's going to happen on today's show. First of all, with that energy shift, it was a little bit hard setting up. I got everything set up, but like I didn't have time to go out and promote. So I don't even know who we're going to get or if we're even going to get any phone calls. We're not normally here on a Wednesday. Okay. But we are simulcasting on Blog Talk Radio. You can call into the show. So if you're watching us on YouTube, call in 714-816-4628. And as soon as you get through, press 1 on your dial pad. That'll let us know you want to be live on air with us. Otherwise, we assume you're just listening to the show, and that's perfectly fine. Just call in. Don't press 1. You can listen to the show through your phone. Or if you want to, chat with us or ask questions, get a little mini reading, pull a card for you, maybe have a specific question, dial in 714-816-4628. And if you're already in YouTube, in the chat, just go ahead and type in your question and we'll pull cards on it. If you want something general, just go, please pull a card for me. And if you have a specific question, type it in. Now, there's no list. We ask that you don't spam the chat. You only need to put it in once because I scroll all the way to the top and come back down again and take the questions in the order that they come in. But we don't have very many people on yet anyway, so that's not a problem. Right now, we've got Mary, we got Maria in there, got a couple of questions with them that we'll take care. Phone lines are wide open. So if you're listening to us and go, I don't know if I should call in. Yes, you should, because you'll be one of the first callers. That's right. It is really quiet out there. 714-816-4628. Hopefully we'll get some callers and we'll get more people in the chat as the show goes along here, but otherwise it's going to be a very short show. Ellie, you and I can, we can chit chat about some tarot things and Psychic Cafe, and I was actually thinking of doing a quick screen share for 30 seconds and showing everybody your new group. You have a new group on Psychic Cafe.
Yeah, I do. So
Yeah.
if you are really into deck collecting or you just appreciate the myriad of different types of decks out there, Psychic Cafe now has a group called Deck Out. So you are more than welcome to join us there and just geek out about your favorite decks. So I will be posting like deck of the week or maybe even a couple Oracle decks that I'd like to share. But it's really just going to be a place for us to hang out and geek out about decks. So yeah.
What I was thinking about that is like if you do deck walkthroughs or reviews, post it in the group, but then I don't know. Well, we might, maybe we don't. We're all new with this Psychic Cafe thing, and we're all still trying to figure it out. Here, let me put up the URL while I'm thinking about it, if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. It's that simple. www.psychic.cafe. Actually, you don't even need the www. You can just open a tab in your browser, put it in psychic.cafe, and miraculously that takes you to our cafe, and you can come and hang out. It's the home, the new community of, Psychic Talk, as well as the Tarot Guild over there. What I was thinking, because I wanted to create a group for reviews, for deck reviews, and another one for like maybe book reviews and stuff. Maybe we don't. What I was going to tell you to do was, upload it to YouTube. I know I have Michelle on. Do I have you on as a collaborator on the Psychic Talk YouTube channel yet? We got to get you set up on.
I'm not sure. Yeah, set me up. I do
and
a lot of deck reviews on my channel. So
yeah, and all the old ones that you've done before, download them quick and upload them a few at a time, and just upload them to our channel. We even have a category for reviews. But what I'm talking about is on this website, then we'll take the URL from YouTube and pop it. Like if you do a review and you put it in your decked out group, but then we can also put the same video URL, go over into the deck review group and stick it in there. But the more I think about it, Decked Out could become the deck review group. and everybody can just put their deck reviews there, and then we don't need an additional group on top of that. What do you think of that?
I love that idea. I love seeing everybody's collections and new decks because then that gives me a
Yeah.
wish list. So
Cool. So Mary and Maria have questions there. I just want to let you know, Mary and Maria, we're going to get to you in just a second. Little house cleaning here. We got to do the cards of the day, numerology of the day, checking phone calls. Okay, doing that. Let me go over. Let's see if I can actually get this to work here. I'm going to go over to the cafe. Oh, and that's the new thing. Saying www.psychic.cafe and actually typing it out. I don't know why I have issues with that, but I do. So my new thing that I started this week is anytime I talk about Psychic Cafe, I'm just calling it cafe or the cafe, or I posted it in the cafe. That's what I mean when I say something like I posted it in the cafe, no, not Starbucks down the corner. No, I'm talking about the website. Oh gosh. Here, let me pop that off real quick. And oh, by the way, I did yesterday. I forgot to put Michelle in. I had to type it in real quick, but today I actually remembered to put Ellie's URL in here. So that's our profiles on Psychic Cafe. You can visit us at psychic.cafe/Dax, psychic.cafe/Ellie. And you can message us right from our profiles. Now, you have to be signed in on the website to do that, but it's free to sign up for Psychic Cafe. You can use your social media accounts. We have all the buttons there. You can just push it. But we also have when you land there, you're going to see a big green button. And if you don't see that, look for where it says a link that says register. Click that and you can register. But normally it puts up a welcome box and it says join us, it's free, and there's a green button. Click that. You can put in your password, a password, email address, make up a username. Boom, you're in there. And then you can message Ellie and I, and you can book readings with us and everything like that. Down the line, we're still building out the website, but down the line we're going to have like all that like fleshed out for you, where we're going to have the Psychic Advisors Network on there, and you can go and see if we're online. We're setting that up now. And of course, there'll be buttons right on people's pages where you can just, in the About section, you just go click and you can book a session with Ellie or me. Awesome. Let me see if I can bring up, I'm going to go under groups. Decked out. All right. And now what do I got to do? I got to do screen share and then click on here. And let me know if you guys can see that. Can you see that, Ellie?
yep, I can see it.
Awesome sauce. And this is I was meaning to talk to you about your cover image and the logo. I went to check out your group and to join because it had the little join button over here, and I was like, oh, I gotta go join Ellie's new group. And I got here and I was like, whoa, she already has the cover art and the avatar up, and it's really awesome looking. I was like, because when you said you made a group, I've been making the banners in Photoshop and stuff for people that are already on the website, creating groups, and for all of our groups, like for the radio shows. And some people wanted covers for their personal profile pages, and I've been making all that in Photoshop. And I was like, oh, she made a group. Oh, that means I have to make another cover. And then I came over here, and it's already like I don't have to
all
make
done.
God, how did you make that?
Yeah.
That is so.
I am an avid user of Canva, so it's that website and design tool that I love it so much. I'm always playing around in there. So it was quick. I whipped it up within maybe 15 minutes, so had it all ready to go.
Yeah, I do everything, by hand in Photoshop, but so many people tell me they use Canva and I haven't used it yet, and I really want to use it. So if you scroll down here, I'm going to show you some more here. Here's Ellie's welcome message to the group, for all deck enthusiasts, collectors, and obsessives. Yes, we are all obsessed. I love this one here, Mythos Tarot. That is so cool looking. That's like is that the box right here?
Yes, so that's one of the latest decks I've gotten. A video will be up, I believe this coming Saturday, but
Oh,
I'm giving everybody a preview of Deck of the Week. So it's Mythos Tarot.
by Helena or Helena, depending on how she pronounces it. Elis or
Elias?
Elias?
I hope I was pronouncing it
Oh,
correctly.
maybe like the first name, Elias, but it's her last
Elias
name.
or
Interesting.
Elias.
I have not seen this one yet, and I can't wait for your walkthrough because this looks really cool. I love your
Oh,
background back
beautiful.
here too. You know,
Thank
that is
you.
so cool. And look, she even already has a I think this is the first poll ever on the cafe, and
Oh, wow.
asking about, do you have a go-to deck or a few or not really, or I don't play favorites. You can answer here. So pop over there, go check out the group. Now you have to join, I think, in order to be able to uh, participate in polls or write comments or things like that. Remember, it's free to sign up, like we just said. But oh, and by the way, if you're listening on radio and wondering what we're doing, I'm screen sharing on YouTube because we are simulcasting on YouTube. I was so excited. I forgot to say at the beginning of the show that if you're listening to us on radio and you want to see us, hey, pop over to our YouTube channel, which is Psychic Talk. Now, you might have to search Psychic Talk and you might have to click filters and click channels so you get our channel because it doesn't always pop up because there's so much psychic stuff on YouTube. And the other easy way to get there is you just open a new tab in your browser, type in youtube.com/the @ psychic talk. And that'll take you right to our channel and you'll see the live. Pop in there. You can get in the chat with us. If you can't call into the show, that's another great way to get a reading, is in there. Okay, so I'm going to stop screen sharing. Everybody go over and join Decked Out. Um, excuse me a second. Didn't have time to hit the cough button. Um, Ellie, also, I made a custom URL. So it's going to be psychic.cafe. It's just like ours right up here. It's psychic.cafe/decked out. No
All right.
spaces, no dots, nothing. It's all together, the word. So it's
Cool.
psychic.cafe/decked out will take you right to our group right now. And you can join and you can post your deck reviews as well, upload them to YouTube. And if you want us to put them on our channel so you get extra promotion, we're willing to do that. And you can go ahead and you click in a post. I should have showed this when I was screen sharing. You go to do a post, it says, what's on your mind. You click in that box and you're going to be able to click the video. They have all these buttons and you'll get a drop down menu and you can click on video and then you install the URL from, it's the link from your YouTube video, and then say something about it, and it will automatically embed it onto the group there. So I gotta do so many tutorials.
There's a
Oh,
lot to learn on the website, but we'll get
oh,
there.
oh my God, we'll get there. It's gonna take months, but it's okay. Eventually it'll all be done. Yes, yes, yes. So once again, the phone lines are wide open, 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, press 1 on your dial pad. More people coming into the chat. Thank God. We got more people. We got Graham in there. We got Sunny. We got Nature's Friend. So we'll be checking out the questions in chat in just a minute. I did want to tell everybody, started this year. Let me see if I got that up here. Okay. Oh, first of all, our shows are now daily. That's why we got this new thing. But I want to show you real quick. You can go over and buy us a cup of coffee. It's a cafe, isn't it? Yeah. So go over to psychic.cafe/coffee. And I got little buttons there. You can send us $10. You can send us $15, $20, and Ellie and I will split it and get coffee. It's our tip jar, right? But we started something for 2024, new for 2024. If you go over to psychic.cafe/coffee during a live show, or like anytime between the end of one show and the beginning of the next show, and you give us a donation, just go ahead and let us know and your name and your area code, and we will bring you on. No waiting. That's right. Yes, we will jump you to the top of the list. Sometimes we've got, 15, 20 people in the queue to get a reading. Sometimes we don't get to readings till like the second half of the show if we've got a topic going or something like that. So if you don't want to wait, just go over to psychic.cafe/coffee, make a donation, let us know. If it's live during a show, do it in the chat on YouTube. Say, hi, it's Joe from area code 652, and I made a donation. And we will stop whatever we're doing, and we will go right to the phone lines and bring you on. Oh, and if you put your question in the chat, we'll take your question first in the chat as well. So that's the super secret way that you get to the top of the line. Just make a donation at psychic.cafe/coffee. Tongue twister on me already. There we go. Okay, so let's do cards of the day, numerology of the day. It's the 24th, so it's that 6 energy. You remember I started talking about how yesterday was that 5 energy, which is dynamic. There's a lot of energy on a 5-day. You can get a lot done, but also it can spiral down into chaos really quick. Okay. So 6 is a return to balance and harmony after the chaos of 5 in the numerical sequence 1 through 9. And then if you think about it, it's also that nurturing energy, and a lot of cards in tarot show that. Okay. And in fact, 6 is the nurture. So if your life path is a 6, or if you have an attitude 6 or even a destiny number 6, you're one of those nurture energies. You like to nurture everybody and all. But for the cards of the day, first of all, I pulled the Heart of the Matter card. I got the Devil card, attachments. And as soon as I saw this, the first thing that popped in my mind is some of you, I experienced a really great day yesterday, high energy. The show was fantastic. We went wall to wall 2 hours. And oh my God, we had so much fun, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that had a chaotic day yesterday. And what are you holding on to emotionally around that? Because I think people are holding on to that. And then the actual card of the day card, that was the Heart of the Matter. Card of the day is the King of Swords, right? And so the King of Swords wants you to balance your intellectual orientation with your emotional understanding and try to look at it analytically. Okay. Basically it's saying that anything left over from yesterday is just in your head, because swords are thoughts and ideas, right? And so, discover what you're attached to and go ahead and let go of that. So that's what I got today. I don't know if you pulled a card of the day, Ellie, or not.
I did. I pulled a
Oh,
card and an oracle card to kind of give us the
sweet.
general energy. So, surprisingly enough, the card that I got for card of the day was the Five of Cups. There we go, focus. Okay, so Five of Cups. What is it that we're dwelling on? Again, kind of feels like it's pouring over from yesterday's energy of 5. What is it that we're holding on to? What is it that we're just kind of focusing on that maybe would be best if we let go of? And the oracle card I got to accompany that, appropriately enough, was the soul work card. So this may even be a call for some of us to do some deep journaling, do some introspection today, and just really figure out what is it about this Five of Cups that we are still hanging on to? What do we need to let go of in order to make way for today's energy of the 6, nurturing ourselves and getting ourselves back into balance? So that's what I got today.
Awesome. Oh, and Charlotte made it. Yay, Charlotte's in the chat. She's like, hey, all. So cool. Yeah, yeah. So anybody in the chat, we got a bunch of people in the chat now. Anybody who wants to call into the show, go ahead. 714-816-4628. Oh, I should type that in. 714-816-4628. Type that in the chat. but we'll look and see who had a question. I know Mary, right before we even went live, had already typed in her question. Will I pass successfully this first semester at university? That's an interesting one. So I'm going to let Ellie go first on this one here. And let's see.
So,
I'm going to check out the other questions too. Yeah. So Mary wants to know, will she pass successfully? Mary, did you ask that yesterday? I remember you being in there, and I think I pulled cards on that. Anyway, I had gotten really good card. Oh my God, this is hilarious. You know what, Ellie? I said you go first, but I got to reveal this real
okay.
quick because I think Mary did ask this, and she, she wanted to know, and I got the same cards that I shuffled and everything. And I already cut the deck because I did the card of the day, and yet I still got the Hierophant, which is I think I got this for you yesterday, Mary. You can tell me whether that was a different person asking that or if that was you yesterday. But I got the same card. That is incredible. And the Temperance card. I think it's a big fat yes, but go ahead, Ellie. What'd you get?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to agree. Let's go ahead and say that that would be a YES yes. So I asked my little yes no deck and that came up. In
That's
support
cool.
of that, we had the Two of Cups. So I feel like there's alignment. There is a balance, kind of like that Temperance card that Dax pulled, but it is an alignment. These two things that you're working hard to kind of get together and make that happen is happening. I know it's usually a card of like partnerships, but I also feel like it's success when we come into alignment with what we desire, what we want, and it's in alignment with us. So, really good outcome. Wish you the
Right.
best, Mary.
And in the 5 card yes no spread that I use during the shows, um, I do evens as yes anyway. So any of the 2 cards would be a yes if that popped up. If I don't do the whole 5 card yes no, I'm looking for individual cards that look like a yes or a no to me, and then what the message is from that. So yeah, I would definitely take that as a yes. And there's relationships in everything we do. So, you know, relationship cards coming up always make sense to me. Oh, let's see. I think Maria was next. Oh, will I get married to Yasin Danish? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I butcher names all the time and I apologize. But it's the, not will I get married, it's specific. Talk about real. Oh, wow. I was going to do my yes no and I don't have to right away. Strength card, major arcana, big fat yes, and 8 energy, which is abundance. So abundance in your romantic part of your life, right? And then I got literally the success card, 6 of Wands. So I'm just stopping there. Big fat yes. What'd you get, Ellie?
Oh, fighting with the mute button. Okay, so the card that I got was the Judgment card.
Ooh,
Kind of like what Dax said, since it is a major arcana, it feels like a yes. Judgment also to me is like a reflecting on, is this the path that you want? Is this truly what you're going after? Is this in alignment with what you want for yourself? And as long as you're sure on that, alignment is there, I think it's a big fat yes too. So
oh, see, you have a similar way of talking about the judgment card as I do. Yeah, judgment is not necessarily judgment, okay? Like in the classical meaning. To me, I call it the cosmic wake-up call card. It's like the universe reaches out of the cloud. You know how in Rider-Waite-Smith, there's a lot of, hands coming out of clouds with things. And I imagine the universe reaching out, or your angel or whatever, out of the cloud with a big fat mackerel, wet mackerel, and slapping you in the face. Wake the hell up. It's the cosmic wake up call. And exactly what you said, looking at the path you're on and reevaluating all of that, it just all fits perfectly in there. I think it's a yes, Maria. Now you got to let us know. Yeah. Newbin Graham. Hi, everyone. Hi, Graham. Did you have a question? I don't think I saw one from Ben. I'm just gonna call him Ben. Of course, if it's a woman, that wouldn't be good, but I don't know, male or female there. Sunny. Is my old friend letter A, still jealous of me until now? So like all this time, all the way up till now, is A still jealous of Sunny? That's an interesting question. I'm gonna wait on that one. Let Ellie go first.
Okay.
And then we got another Mary, a different Mary with a question. And then Nature's Friend. I'm shocked Charlotte doesn't have a question in the chat yet.
So let's see. The jealousy question. Okay, this was an interesting one. So I initially pulled one of my yes, no cards just to see, what are we getting? So I've got don't count on it. And I think what it is, it's almost a release of like, don't worry so much about somebody being jealous. And the card that accompanied was the star card. So these two together kind of almost feels like it's a period of having moved on already. It's kind of like a restoration of whatever situation had caused this, jealousy. Perhaps they've moved on, perhaps they've gotten fixated on somebody else to be jealous of, but I feel like you don't have to worry about it. With the don't count on it card, it almost just kind of feels like don't worry about it. And then, yeah, with the star, it's definitely the energy of just kind of like that light is now shining on you. You worry about you're going on your way and you're good. You're all good. So.
Oh God, that's perfect. When you said move on, I was pulling and I got the Page of Wands, which is, you got the traveler's cloak on and he's looking at his wand, which is actually a walking staff, and his traveling boots, and you got the pyramids in the back, hints towards, foreign travel, literally traveling, moving on. But the main card I got was one of the cards of the day. The devil card came back up again. So I think what it's saying is if anybody's still attached to this issue, it's you, not her or him. I don't know if A is a her or a him. I think you're attached to it versus the other person, A. And I think, when I get the card of the day like this and you ask a question like this, and I think it's definitely not like a coincidence that you called in on this particular day, because it's that was the message from the cards of the day and the numerology of the day. What are you still holding on to? There we go. Okay, so see what else is going on. Hey, before we go any further, it's bottom of the hour. Real quick, I'm going to let you guys know what's coming up here. First of all, I'm going to go back to that. I changed the banner a little bit and put shows now daily, because we're doing a show every day now. It might be one of our daily shows, I'm calling them. It's our generic everyday psychic talk shows, like the one I did yesterday with Michelle, the one I'm doing today with Ellie, where we have various co-hosts come on, or sometimes I'm doing it solo, and then we have our custom shows, like the Angelic View with Maria Moss, Magic Universe with Sharona, Catherine Hahn's Compassionate Light, and so it might be one of those shows, or it might be one of these. I'm just going to call them daily psychic talk shows. And they're all the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's 7 p.m. in the UK. So I just wanted to mention that. And of course, our coffee URL, go over to psychic.cafe/coffee, grab us a cup of coffee. If you're enjoying the show, got a good reading. Our New Year sale is still going on, and it's going to be going on through the end of the month, maybe a little longer. I'm not exactly sure. I want to make sure everybody gets in on this because it's going to go away. And it's normally $297. It's still a steal at $297, but it's 75% off right now. $78. That's it. One payment, 78. The number of cards in the tarot deck. And you're set up for life. So instead of paying $47 a year, or X amount a month or whatever, to be a member, you can join for lifetime. It'll save you hundreds, if not thousands. But in addition, we're throwing other things in, like my tarot by the numbers course. That's also $297. We're giving that to you free. Normally you have to pay for certification. So you join up as a paid member and then you go through the certification process. It's two payments of $67 or a single payment of $124 to get certified per level. If you join up as a lifetime member, that's included free. Yep. You also get full access on our new community website, psychic.cafe. That means you're going to be able to create your own groups like Ellie did, and you're going to be able to do blog posts, and we'll do custom pages for you, and we're going to promote you and your business as well. So take advantage of that. If you go over to psychic.cafe, right there on the community page, pinned to the top, I think it's like the first or second posting, you'll see this banner, and just click on that and check out the post. It explains it all, and you can sign up. Also, my readings for the new year are on sale with this sale as well. They're 50% off. You're going to save $50. Normally $99.99. It's just $49.99. You can book a reading with me. This coming Friday, Compassionate Light, I wanted to mention that Catherine is wrapping up her January series of shows, 2024 Year of Abundance and Infinite Possibilities. And the topic's going to be, do you really want it? So we'll have to tune in to see what she meant by that. And then I was just on with Maria as her guest co-host on the Angelic View last Sunday, and she'll be back next. She does every other Sunday. So she'll be back on the 4th of February. All right. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that as well. Okay. So now we'll go back to the questions. Let's see. Still no calls. Wow. I have never seen it like this. Usually by 40 minutes in, even if I don't promote the show, people are on blogtalkradio.com and they see that our show's live and they call in. But man, it is dead. So if anybody,
it's a quiet day.
Yeah, which is fine with me. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. High energy 5-day yesterday. Today, 6 is more laid back. It's hearth and home. It's, the nurture energy. It's just return to harmony and balance after the chaos of 5. So naturally, it's going to be quieter. I think anyway. Let's see. Mary, the second Mary. Hello. Will I be rich in the future? I don't think anybody ever asked that question. Remember when I was talking about doing some excerpts, little 5-minute videos from yesterday's show? One of them was because we got a very unusual question that we don't normally get. I love unusual questions. Now, of course, this is not unusual. A lot of people want to know, am I going to be rich? But and they ask psychics this, right? But on our shows, we get the marriage questions, the romance, the relationship questions, the jobs. Am I going to find a job? Or do I go with this job or that job? Do I buy this house or that house? We get a lot of that kind of thing. I don't think anybody's ever said just flat out, will I be rich someday? My question is, do you want to be rich? Interesting, right? So we're going to pull some cards here. Oh, I know. I just remembered what it was because I pulled the same card that was during that unique question, Ellie. The question was, are any entities, gods or goddesses, yada, 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 anything attached to me? And do they have a message? Now, I've never gotten that question before, and I've never channeled a god or a goddess, but I did on yesterday's show. And the goddess that came through for her, that is attached to her and trying to communicate with her, the high
Oh,
priestess is the card I got. The goddess is Isis,
oh, that's
because that there's a connection between the high priestess and Isis, and it just instantly hit me like, it's Isis. Oh my god! Which, by the way, that was my favorite thing when I was a little kid. I geeked out over the Saturday morning live action show Isis. It was like my favorite thing. Oh my god, love the theme song. Yes, I'm totally, geeking out over that even to this day. Mm. So I also got the world card. So there you go. I got Isis. No, I'm just kidding. It was for her, it was Isis, but no, it's the high priestess, which means, you know, she's wanting you to really listen to your gut instincts, your intuition, develop your psychic ability, listen to all of that. It's about hidden secret. You look how you see the first four letters of the word Torah. So, that's the law in Hebrew. It's actually the Torah, actually that part of the Bible. And I think it's the first five books of Moses, I believe. And look how it's tucked in a little bit, to her. I don't know what that is. She has over, like a shawl or what have you. And so it's kind of like semi-hidden kind of thing. So that's what's going on there. And then the world card, right? So I think it's a big fat yes. The world is completely open to you. And especially if you go down the path of, I'm going to say, uh, using your psychic ability in this to get rich, and I'm feeling solopreneur, entrepreneur. And normally I get like the Nine of Pentacles or something, but the High Priestess I get a similar vibe from. So I'm thinking that too. It may require you to like step out of your comfort zone a little bit on this, you know, but then you'll, the world's your oyster at that point. What about you, Ellie? What'd you get?
all right. So I got some interesting cards. First and foremost, my readings are not typically predictive, so I can't tell you for sure yes or no you'll be rich. But I do want you to be prepared with information you need to align with that rich energy for your future. What do you need to do to kind of get yourself in that mindset and get yourself prepared for success? So the cards that I pulled for you were the Hermit. So a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking, a lot of kind of sitting in that energy of what steps can I take? How can I align with that future, that desire that I want? I want to be rich. So get clear on, what does rich mean to you? Does it mean rich with abundance in money, abundance in love, or whatever personal thing that rich means to you? Now, whatever that is, you'll take the steps of the Page of Cups. Chase your happiness, chase what it is that your heart desires, learn what you need to learn in order to align with that goal. So again, if your goal is to be financially wealthy, financially rich, what is it that you can do, like to skill up to kind of create your own, even with that said, side hustle, something you're going into for yourself, your own business, and just really start to like pull that energy in and give yourself affirmations and say, I have an abundant life. I am aligned with, my desired future, my desired reality, and just keep working toward it in that way. So definitely focus on that
Oh,
value that it's going to bring to you. So you
I
can
love
be rich. Go for it.
I love that deck. I show the Hermit again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like how it's borderless, And even though it's, the traditional Waite Smith image, there's something about it in that particular deck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's maybe it's the finish on the card. I don't know what it is. It just pops more and looks more colorful.
Yeah. I was drawn to it because of the colors. I think it's called the Radiant Wise Smith Tarot, Radiant Wise, but the
Oh,
colors are a lot more like saturated and deeper. And of course, it's borderless. So I feel like, yeah, I get more of the image. I'll share a link with you later, or I'll post it in Decked Out.
yeah. Do a review of it if you haven't already.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
don't think I have. It
what's it
deserves a
called?
it deserves it.
Radiant
Radiant Wise Smith, Radiant Wise deck.
something like that. I'm just gonna pop it
Yeah.
in Amazon because I'm just geeking out over this. That's a mini though. Okay, there's the Radiant. What? That does not look like those images. It might be. Is it by Los Scarbeo?
Yes. Yeah,
Radiant
it's a little
Wise
Scarabeo.
Spirit Tarot.
Yeah,
Radiant
Radiant Wise
Wise
Spirit.
Spirit Tarot Mini.
Yeah,
I know.
it's the regular one.
I know.
The image on Amazon is a little bit washed out though. I don't know if for some
Oh,
reason on the listing
maybe
it's washed
that's
out.
maybe that's why. Here, let me go into it and then open one of the cards because you can do that, and yeah, it's borderless. This is showing them squared off though, not rounded like yours, but I think it might just be the image. What's the
Yeah.
back? What's the back of your card look like?
Ooh, the back. Back is my favorite.
Oh
With the
yes,
Tudor Rose.
that's the back with the rose. I love that. I love that. Sorry, we're geeking out over decks here, folks. But I just had to check that out. Hold on a second. Oh shoot, I went to the wrong one because I love my gold foil deck, because it sparkles, but what I love is your deck is really, I may have to get a copy of that. I may have to grab that. So for those in chat, I'm gonna pop the link in. So if you're in the chat live with us, you can grab the Amazon link. I'm gonna do a link for this if
It's
I
a
think
super
about it.
sparkly deck.
Yeah, so I want to do that. Like, oh, that one's really sparkly. What I like about the gold foil is that it's not like the same foil pattern on each card. Like some have, different kinds of patterns,
Oh yeah.
and it's all gold foil, but it's like different looks to them and everything. And I thought it was just really good for video. you know.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
It looks really good in video.
but yours, that Radiant Wise one looks really good. And what I want to do is have links for all the decks we use on these shows, and so that we can pop them up like this. Look, I've actually got uh gold foil. I love that. Psychic.cafe
Oh,
forward slash gold foil. If you want to grab this deck. Oh, and by the way, play around when you get this will take you right over to the deck on Amazon, psychic.cafe forward slash gold foil. Sometimes it's hard to find on Amazon. So, I'm glad that I have the quick URL. And when you get there, there's different versions, a lot of different versions. Like one is kind of like black and whitish, but it's still
oh,
foil, and there's like all these different versions of the gold foil deck. And it's a really inexpensive, cool, deck. So go check that out. Also, the other one that I use on the show and I promote all the time is the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. I just love this. I love this deck. This is like my favorite one that he's done. And that's saying something because I have all of his decks. And Lux is spelled Luxe on his Grand Lux. Okay. So type in psychic.cafe forward slash Luxe Lux. And I will show you, see if I can grab it here real quick. I do have the Tarot Decoratif, which is also a really cool deck, but my favorite is the Grand Lux. There you go. You must have a lot of decks, Ellie, especially if you can do reviews and all. I wish I had more decks. How many decks you got?
close to 300.
Oh, you are kidding me.
No, I
I'm
went
so
completely
glad
bonkers.
you're like
during-
Mary. You're like Mary Brown. She has like so many decks. And I'm like, well, post more reviews then. It's like we could fill up the whole channel and all of Psychic Cafe with just deck reviews. It's like 300. Wow, that's a lot to go through. I've got like, I don't know, dozen or two, and most of them are in storage. And I only have access to maybe a handful of decks, that I could put my hands on right now. It's crazy, and for years I only used like one deck ever, and then I have a few now, but wow, 300 and something. So you're perfect to be the creator of Decked Out. That is so cool.
That's kind of my way of saying, okay, I've got to put it under control. But I
Mhm.
mean, subconsciously, that's also my way of saying this is how I'm going to build a wish list to see everybody else's collection and what can I add to mine.
Yes, yes. Oh, and if anybody out there is a deck creator, get a hold of us because we'd love to interview you about your deck. Send us a copy and we'll review it and we'll have you on. So that's another thing is like send us your decks. We will review them and we will have you on as a guest on the shows, and we'll promote that all over the place. We have a lot of outlets that the Tarot Guild and Psychic Talk and now Psychic Cafe that we promote on. There's a lot of Facebook groups that have like hundreds of thousands of people on that we promote to. And we have Twitter and LinkedIn. And I'm sorry, it's X now, but I still call it Twitter. LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube will get you out there. And you can also join as a member, lifetime membership. Yep. Shameless plug. Go ahead and join, because that's the whole idea. It's not just readers, it's readers, but also, deck creators, book authors. It's a guild for professionals, and if you join, we promote all your stuff. That's right. Let me look at the chat stream a little bit here, see what's going on. Charlotte said, yesterday was a madhouse. The chat room was full of feisty peeps. It's interesting. The platform, the software that it's built on WordPress, but Psychic Cafe is built with Peepso. And odd name, but I think what they were going for is we used to say, "Hey, my peeps," you know, and Charlotte just did that. And it's like, hey, let's bring Peep back. That's our new thing for 2024. My peeps here in the cafe. We're gonna bring it back. Um, and I said back to Charlotte, I had a great time, and everyone seemed to as well, from Michelle to the callers, peeps in chat, and you, Shar Shar. I call her Shar Shar. Let's see. Who had the last question? It's really weird because like Sunny asked the question and Mary asked a question, but then they retracted their messages. And I'm I know we just did Mary, right? And I think we did Sunny too. That is bizarre. Well, Nature's Friend still has their question in there. Will me and my guy become committed to our relationship soon? So that's a typical question, but it's worded in a different way. Kind of like that. Let's take a look. I have not shuffled since the last one too much, so I want to do a little more shuffling. I used to not speaking of the gold foil deck, I used to not shuffle at all on the shows. What I would do is I would do a ton of shuffling before the show would start, and I would cut the deck in half, get the heart of the matter card, and then so you when you cut it, you pull the top part off. The card underneath is the heart of the matter, and then I would put the bottom part on top, and then pull from the top of that and get the card of the day. And then I would just leave the deck there, and I would just pull the cards off the top of the deck and never shuffle during the show because it took too long. and it wasn't a good shuffle, but this gold foil deck shuffles so incredibly well that I've been shuffling between readings because I can do it so fast now. I just can't do it. I'm a bad shuffler with decks, especially cardstock decks. But this one, like, look, I can bend it and it always pops right back because it's PVC material, and it slides like you would not believe when you're doing the overhand like this. Slides, it's slippery. Sometimes they go flying though. You gotta be careful.
Better.
Awesome. So what did you get for Nature's Friend?
All right, so Nature's Friend, this is what I pulled for you. And again, the tarot sometimes I feel for me personally is not really good at yes, no indicators. So I pulled one of my Magic 8-Ball cards and it says it's feasible. So if you're looking to align with your desired outcome, it is feasible. Now, how is it feasible? What we're looking at here, again, the Hermit. So we've got the Hermit card appearing here. It's about introspection. It's about thinking deeply. What is it that aligns you to your desire? How can you align to your desire? And then just another card to kind of give me more information about that is the Six of Wands. So it looks good. It's feasible. You've got the Hermit here thinking through what is it that I need to do? How can I align with this desired future? What kind of love and desire and just kind of like relationship can I build to bring you to this Six of Wands, this victory, this recognition for kind of building this relationship the way I want to see it, the way I want it to feel, to be, and in a way that benefits both of you, of course. So that way you're both in alignment with that desired love. So let's go.
Awesome sauce. Awesome. Oh, before I go into my cards, because I forget and it's weird, I have senior moments. And basically, like at the absolute, I'll completely forget about it. And then at the absolute wrong time, it'll pop in my head that, oh, I didn't tell people to subscribe. So I'm going to do it right now. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you're liking this video, like the video. Yes. And hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get all of our announcements. And then, hey, that way you'll know when we're live on air and you can come and hang out in the cafe with us every day now, every day. Woo-hoo. So, yeah, just wanted to, oops, push the wrong button. And, oh, Ellie, you were talking about how you wanted to pull the Magic 8-Ball of decks, for yes, no, because you think for you personally, tarot's not the best with yes, no. And a lot of people say that. There's a lot of people say that. And I was against yes, no's until I found this yes, no spread. And, I did a whole workshop on this, which you guys can get on psyche.cafe. A 5-card yes, no spread that I use here on the shows. So I'm going to do that right now because I want to show you how I can do a yes no with tarot, but also get like a full reading. This is really cool. Okay, so we are doing Nature's Friends question here, and I cut to the heart of the matter and got the Temperance card came up again. By the way, this is my favorite card in the deck, pretty much, at least top 3, but I'm going to say pretty much my favorite card. And literally the symbol of tarot, the square and the triangle, is on the breast of the angel there. And we'll explain that on another show. Anyway, but I could just stop there. Big fat yes. But I pulled cards and I got yes, yes. 7 of Pentacles is a no. 9 of Pentacles also I got, which is a no. And then I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is technically in this system a no because it's a 1. So it would be a maybe. And it's leaning no. However, aces are so positive and new beginnings and things like that that I often take it as a yes. So what I'm getting here is not a strong yes or a strong no. I'm getting maybe. And that's what I love about this spread is you also get maybe and you get degrees of maybe, which is really cool. But then you look at the actual cards. First card, 10 of Cups. I mean, it's looking really positive, really looking positive. Okay. The very next card is also a yes. It's the Eight of Swords. Eight is abundance. We're in this world year of eight, but she's like boxed in by all these thoughts and ideas, all these swords surrounding her. So if anything is holding you guys back, it's overthinking things. Um, I also want to mention, okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is, reevaluating things. And I think that's what you have to do for this relationship to move forward, because there is this opportunity. And yes, it's not the Ace of Cups, which you would generally get in a relationship thing. It's the Ace of Pentacles, but it's the practicality aspect of it. The other thing that I often talk about with the Ace of Pentacles is this garden that we're in. And it's an idyllic garden setting, but our goal isn't in here. Our goal, and for you, the goal is getting married or having a deep relationship. The goal is at the top of the summit. You have to leave the garden. You have to leave your comfort zone. You have to think outside of the box. So I think that's why this is showing up. So I think it's possible that you could have a committed relationship, but it's going to require you guys, reevaluating it, stop overthinking it, and Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone to do it. I think that's part of what the problem is. There's also with the Nine of Pentacles, self-made woman. Yes. Okay. I think that what this is just a little message from the tarot, nothing drastic, but just indicating that you're a very independent woman, and some men feel threatened by that. So just a hint from the tarot, keep an eye on that part. So there you go. So that's how you can do a yes, no, but you can also get a maybe, and you can do a full reading because you're using 5 cards. It's really cool. I love that. It's my go-to thing. So I hope that helped you out. That was Nature's Friend, and Nature's Friend said thank you. Oh, Charlotte said peeps has always been a part of my vocab. Well, it's cool that we got psychic chat on the Peepso platform then. Charlotte said, oh no, she calls me Daxie. Daxie is off on a love fest about shiny decks. You can do readings from even if you're in the tub. That's right. That's the other thing about gold foil. It's PVC material. It's waterproof. You can do readings on the snow out front because a lot of you have snow right now. You can do a reading in your bathtub or shower. I actually, way back when I got this deck and we were on a show and Mary was with me co-hosting, and I suggested that to Mary. I said, Mary, that could be your shtick, where you do these short little videos where you do, a quick reading or something, but you're in the tub with all the bubbles and candles, and you're like coming out of the water with the cards. Or another way of doing it is you would have a shot like from here up in the shower, and you got the shower head and the water, coming on your back or what have you, and you're doing the reading in the shower. I'm telling you, I'm giving away the best shit. I mean, that is a really good shtick, for you.
There's saucy readings.
I'm telling you, dude, somebody's got to grab that and run with it, because that is such a cool idea and nobody does it. Nobody's thought of it. Nobody's done it. And I'm telling you, that would that would jump you to a 250,000 subscriber account pretty quick. You're
Pretty
in the
sure.
you're in the tub, you're pulling cards, nothing X-rated about it. You got all the bubbles, or if you're in the shower, you're doing it from, here up. No one's seeing nothing at all. Might imply something, but no one's seeing anything. It's G-rated, really.
Or for a
I
little more safety, hot tub tarot. Somebody sitting in
Hot
the
tub
hot
tarot.
tub.
That's it. Well, and it actually kind of like rhymes ish, has that flow. Hot tub
It's
tarot.
got a flow.
Yeah, it's like hot tub time machine. It's a hot tub tarot. And if you think about it, tarot is a time machine.
Sure.
My favorite science fiction is anything that has to do with time travel. You know, the Terminator. And anything that's time travel. Hot tub time machine. Um, Jules Verne. And was it Verne or Wells? Shoot, no, I got it confused. Maybe it was Wells. The
Orson
time
Welles.
machine. I can't remember. I think it was Wells wrote the time machine. Um, Man, maybe that's why all these years I was into tarot was just because I like time machines and time travel. Because tarot's a way to time travel, sort of, kind of. Yeah. But hey, different people could do, one could do the hot tub tarot, one could do the shower one could do the bath, with the bath salts and the bubbles overflowing and the candles, laid out around you know the tub. Yeah, that's like 3 or 4 different channels we could come up with.
There you go.
And you'll get hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I can't say subscriber. Anyway, tongue twister. If you're gonna run with that, you let us know, because we'll publicize that, because it's tarot, and we'll promote your hot tub tarot YouTube channel. Charlotte, I'm giving you gold. You could run with that. Oh, Maria G. Moss is in there. She's laughing up a storm. Maria, I'm telling you, hot tub tarot or shower tarot, where we're pulling or Michelle, maybe you want to run with that. I don't know. Someone's got to run with this. Michelle's in there now. Michelle Metheny just popped in. How you guys all doing? Oh, see, what did Maria say? Just thought I'd hang out with everyone in the chat today. Yes. My new thing, Maria, is I'm saying, when I'm welcoming people to the Psychic Talk show, I'm going to start saying, and I did at the beginning of this show, come on into the cafe, grab a coffee or a tea. Oh, I just realized that with the hot tub tarot, you could say, come on in. The water's fine and warm. And Ellie's choking on her tea. Oh my God, we are having too much fun on these shows. Michelle Metheny, hi Daxamillion. Okay, so that's her new thing for me. Charlotte calls me Daxy, and Michelle calls me Daxamillion. And I think
Love it.
it's like an every time she says that, it's like an intention. It's like, yes, we're gonna hit the millions of dollars, millions of subscribers, millions of dollars, right? Oh my gosh, that means I have to hit the button. Go ahead and subscribe, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you want to laugh like this. If you want to laugh and have a good time, come over and subscribe. That's right. That's right. And grab us a cup of coffee while you're over there. Psychic.cafe/coffee. Yes. Yes. Oh boy. I'm going to put our host pages up too. If you want to grab a reading with Ellie or I, in between shows. Yes, we have these nice free readings, but for some people, we are airing their daughter, airing, how do you say that? Putting their dirty laundry out to the
Oh,
masses,
airing your dirty laundry.
airing your dirty. Who came up with that term? That is just weird. Airing your dirty laundry. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to have a private reading, or maybe you want more than 2 minutes. We only can spend 2 to 5 minutes at the most with a caller or somebody in the chat. So I just wanted to put that out there. Psychic.cafe/Dax, psychic.cafe/Ellie. Go ahead and book a private session with us. Let's go over and check the phone lines. We haven't been over there on Blog Talk for a while. And we got some callers. Yay. All righty. Who's been waiting the longest? It looks like area code 347. Caller, I think that's
Yep.
I think that's Long Island. 347. Is that
Hi.
where you are?
Hi, how are you? Well, that's not where I currently am, but yeah, that is where I'm from. I'm
Oh, cool.
in Florida right now, but yeah, I'm from Long Island.
Oh, you're just like Maria. So Maria Moss, host of The Angelic View on every other Sunday, she and her husband just retired and moved to Florida, but they also snowbird back and forth between, like Long Island and New York and down to Florida. That is so funny. Oh, I didn't catch your first name, hon. What's your first name?
Yes, it's Tanika.
Tonika. Oh, wait, did we talk yesterday? We had a Tonika.
No.
Oh, it's a different Tonika. Wow, there are a lot of Tonikas these days, because what's the chances of getting two Tonikas in the same, within 24 hours of each other, in the same week?
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
What do you want to chat about?
I wanted to ask about love life. So there's someone that I was seeing, talking to. We were trying to build something since like August. So we were seeing each other and everything, and recently this week we kind of stopped talking because it felt like to me like he was just giving me breadcrumbs, like he was trying to. I felt like he wasn't really letting me in his life, even though we did become really cool and close, and we're seeing each other. So, anyways, we stopped talking like this weekend, and I just wanted to know if you see it as being over.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a rough one, when, you're close, but not really, because he's not really letting you in all the way.
Right.
So let's see. Let's take a look here. Ellie, if you're ready and want to go first, feel free. I'm still shuffling. I'm always looking at Ellie, shuffling on camera, and it looks like she's pulling like 85 cards or something. Looks like she's going.
And I can tell you,
I'm just shuffling.
Birthday.
Okay, ready. So the reading that I got for you, Tamika, was I pulled a couple cards. First off, I just wanted to get kind of a feel for the energy for you, for what do you need to know. And the card I got for you, I'm holding up, is the High Priestess, or in this deck called the Priestess. So this is really about your divine feminine knowledge. This is, what does your gut tell you? What is it that you're feeling that's kind of pushing you to kind of want to accept what you're believing? What is it that's kind of maybe pulling you in the other direction, saying, well, hang on, maybe there is still something available here with this relationship potentiality. What is going on, right? So trusting your inner high priestess. Now, for what you need to know about the relationship moving forward, something that you need to keep in mind here, we got the Lover's card. Now, I know with relationship readings, everyone loves to see the Lover's card because it feels like romance and just all this beautiful rainbows and sunshine. But really, to me, the Lovers feels like questioning the alignment. What is in harmony? What is not in harmony? Are the expectations of this relationship as it is right now really aligned to what you want? And I think your inner high priestess is really telling you, trust yourself. If there's something about the relationship that feels like this is not what you're willing to accept, this is not what, you deserve that love coming your way. And if that person is not providing that for you, trust your inner high priestess, because she's telling you something about this relationship that maybe further in the future may not wind up being as aligned and as fulfilling as you want, because she's telling you here and now, like, is this really what I'm willing to accept? 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, is somebody who just kind of treats me with like breadcrumbs, right? We don't want the breadcrumbs. We want the whole cake. And somebody who is aligned and willing to share that love with you is going to share that cake with you, right? So I think here the message is basically trust yourself and trust that your heart knows, your inner, divine feminine knows when the love that you're receiving is not fulfilling you. And you can put your foot down and say, hey, look, these are my terms. This is what I want out of the relationship. If you can't give that to me, I'm more than happy to walk out. I'm okay. I love myself and I'm going to take care of myself. So, High Priestess, there we go.
Cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Mm.
gosh. Well, I don't have a lot to add to that because I'm basically getting the same vibe. And even in the chat. So in the chat room, Charlotte goes, "Oh, I'm feeling runaway vibes for the caller." Okay. And I got the Page of Swords for him. Okay. And the thing that I noticed the most, and right away was he's not looking at the sword. I think in the courts, like the Page of Swords is the only one, I think, where they're not actually looking. It's like eyes not on the ball with this guy, I mean, I'm just getting a big fat no, and I don't think you would even want to if it was possible. And then the message comes through what you really need to know. The world card, yet again. I've had this for like 3 different callers now or something like that. And I'm shuffling like crazy in between. So, literally the world is fully open to you. The world is your oyster, they used to say, right?
Oh.
That's what I think is going on for you. And then what happens is if you put your eye on that, the Page of Cups shows up. This new fella shows up who is a water sign, maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be a water sign, might have the attributes of a water sign person. But that guy's waiting for you in the future and you're worried about this. I mean, that's what I'm getting. What do you think?
See you like when, as far as like love and relationship, because I do just want to just be like settled down with someone finally, someone that wants me fully in their life.
Yeah. This is the thing. Let me see if I can get a timing card for you. Pull some more cards here. Okay. So Tanika, I know you can't see this because you're on radio, but all the people in the YouTube are seeing this. I told you about the world card. This is the main thing is if you remember the card of the day was the devil. Oh my God. Look, the devil card came up yet again. This is one of the cards of the day. Is this Ellie, is this crazy or what? Came up yet again. And that's like the theme of today. What are you attached to? See, I feel like you're attached to this person. And if you would just let it go and move on and open up to the universe bringing in someone new with the world card here. Remember I got that Page of Cups. Well, then I pulled another card and I was looking for a timing card, but I got the Page of Pentacles. So another guy shows up. And then after that, I got the 9 of Wands, so the timing on this is 9. And how quickly that happens is entirely up to you. It could be 9 weeks. It could be 9 days. It could be 9 hours. I don't think so. I think it's more like 9 days. These new guys, these 2 new pages might start coming in. But it could be as long as 9 weeks. And that's all dependent on how long it takes you to release your attachment with the old guy that, you're no longer communicating with. So I hope that helps you.
It's not very hard. It does, because it's not very hard, because he always seemed like detached. Like he would always, it would always be like he was it was a lot of words and talked at me. I mean, we did see each other. We were like, you know, affectionate when we saw each other and everything. But I don't know. It's like when we talk and everything, I don't feel like his heart was really in it with me. So it was really not much for me to attach to. It just makes me sad because
like
I
that,
felt we do have so much potential.
that Page of Swords I got
heart.
from him,
So,
and he's not looking at the sword, you know. So the thought or idea of you is over here, and he's looking over here, you know. Right away, that's what I got from the card. Was exactly what you just said, Tanika. Well, thanks for the call. We got some more calls. We got to move on here. Appreciate that,
okay.
and
Happy
New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Because I still have not said Happy New Year to everyone in the world, so I'm just going to keep going. But no, you know, this is one of those situations like with Tunika where, you know, you want to say the typical, oh, there's so many fish in the sea, which is absolutely a true thing. And you don't really need to pull tarot cards for that, right? But then when I pulled the tarot cards, oh my God, people in her future started showing up just to show you that it's true, you know. And it's weird because I had already pulled all the cards I was going to pull, but when she asked about timing, I went to pull a timing card, but got another court card, and so I had to pull again to get the timing card, and yet another person showed up, you know. So you got, you know, this page and then another page. I mean, I think it's, you know, really showing her.
She has so many wonderful options, and she
Yeah.
shouldn't settle for somebody who doesn't treat her as option number one.
She's got the world. I mean, the world card showed up, you know, she's got the world. I love when tarot is very specific like that, and just like kind of flat out, you know. Okay, doing some shuffling here. We're going to take another call or two, and then I think we need to get out of here soon. Oh, Maria said in the chat, bubbly tarot could also be sipping champagne and reading tarot.
Ooh.
So I could see that, you know, it's, you know, the tub and the bubbles and the candles around the tub, and she's got the waterproof tarot cards and a glass of champagne, and oh my God, this is $1 million idea, guys. You know, you guys are all crazy if you know, someone doesn't jump on this, you know. I mean, I guess I could go do the, you know, the shower thing. You know, I would do the shower one. I'm not big on tubs, but I would do the shower one or the hot tub one. Yeah. Yeah. We could. I have a friend that has a really nice hot tub. A couple actually. And they're always trying to get me to come and hang out in the hot tub. So, you know, I could do hot tub tarot.
That's your sign, Dax.
I could do it. But I think, you know, somebody more attractive than me in the hot tub.
Very true.
Well, so it's almost like, you know how they're always talking about if you're starting a YouTube channel, you know, you could do a no face YouTube channel where you're just running videos and whatever it is you're presenting, you know, and you don't even have to do the talking. You could either hire a voiceover actor, or now AI does it, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is almost like that kind of concept where, you know, you don't have to be on video, because I'm going to hire the hot tub hottie that's going to be the hot tub tarot lady, and she'll get world famous, but the whole time it'll be me. You know, I'll write the script.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Yes. Make millions. Hot tub tarot. Charlotte Wolf whistles at Daxie. See, she wants me in the hot tub. I can tell.
There you go. You've got a fan base already.
Yeah. Michelle says, we will get Dax's waterproof cards. Yes, get the waterproof cards. I told you, I put the URL up and everything. Look, here they are. Gold Foil Tarot, psychic.cafe/gold foil. That's right. Gold foil. And it's like, they're inexpensive and they're PVC material. You know, this stuff will never wear out. Look at that. Always goes back to absolutely perfect. You can hold the deck and bend it and shuffle it, and, you know, do it just like they do in Vegas. You can twist the card and bend the card, and it's waterproof. And man, I just love this. What I really like to do for tarot, yeah, for the Tarot Guild and for Psychic Cafe is get our own official Waitsmith deck. And what I want, and I've told a few people this idea, I want to do it like this on the PVC material, so it's waterproof, so that it shuffles like a dream, like this deck does, and it's inexpensive. But I want new images. I want like a modernization. And so my thought was, okay, Pamela Coleman Smith is about to do, has just been commissioned to do the weight deck, but it's 2024, not 1909. So she has all of these tools available that artists didn't have in 1909, including AI, but just the digital tools, and Photoshop and digital drawing and all that stuff. What would she have done? What would the images have looked like if she was doing it today in 2024? That would be a fantastic deck. The exact same images, but just reimagined for a 2024, 21st century artist. Anyway, anybody want to do that? I'm putting that out there because we want an official Tarot Guild deck. Let's see. I wonder if there was any, before we go back to the phone lines, I wanted to see if there was any question. Oh, Charlotte said tiny bubble tarot. You can only use mini decks. So it's got to be waterproof mini decks. Okay. See what happens when you get the floodgates of thoughts and ideas going? That's why we hang out in the cafe, because we come up with this cool shit. I'm loving this. This is much better than like our 14 years past of radio, because we are doing such cool stuff and coming up with cool ideas here out, at the Psychic Cafe. I was just looking to see if there was any question. Okay. Oh, Tanika popped it. Hi, it's Tanika from just now. Just wanted to ask, what does runaway vibes mean as far as me and the guy? Is it that he's rubbing away, or that I should, oh, he's running away, or that I should be? Okay. Just wanted to understand. Yeah. So Charlotte's going to answer that, because that was Charlotte's thing that she said, I'm getting runaway vibes. And she answered Tanika, yes, it means you should run away. And hey, that's what I was getting too. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but okay.
Yeah, totally agree. If you can get away from that situation, walk away. You don't need to deal with that.
And I'm still looking in the chat. I don't see any more questions, so we can go back to the phone lines. Area code 856 was waiting the longest. Caller, where are you calling in from? 856.
No, it's Apple, Victor, Elephant, Love, Universe, Thomas, Octopus.
Okay.
I believe.
Are you? I don't know if that's the message, or are you there, 856? What's your name? Did you have a question for us?
There's still 856.
Okay. We're gonna hang up on. I gave that one way more attempt than I should have, but yeah, something weird's going on there. It sounds like they're talking to somebody else or giving code or something. That's probably the most bizarre call I've ever heard. Let's go to area code 708. Area code 708. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Barbara, and I'm calling from Illinois.
Yay, Barbara. How you doing?
Good. I would like to know what the guides, angels have to say.
Okay. And do you have anything going on, any specific area that you need advice on or something like that, or just a general message? Because if we can go either. So like if you have something like, okay, you want to look in a job, you want to look in financial, you want to look in relationship, or you just want us to see what comes up.
Okay, I want to know as far as getting a dog. I've been looking and looking, and nothing has really come. And right, and then the other piece of it is working with dogs and horses.
Ah, okay. Interesting, Ellie. We got some interesting stuff. By the way, Ellie, this has been absolutely fantastic hanging out with you. And what's really cool is that I could actually hear you. And we didn't get any glitches. Did everybody notice? Remember all the technical problems we had the first, 2 or 3 times we had Ellie on? No glitches, no problems with the audio, no problems with the video, nothing freezing. Okay. Go ahead, Ellie, when you're ready. What are you getting for Barbara here? And is she gonna get a dog? I love that one. Is she gonna get a dog?
Okay, so I pulled 2 sets of cards for the 2 separate questions. And the first card I got here for will you get a dog, or what's the outlook about getting a dog? I got here the 4 of Cups. Now this card, the figure is just kind of looking down. There's some 3 cups below, 1 cup above, and it just kind of feels like there's opportunities here that maybe you're missing. I think it feels to me like if you're looking to adopt, maybe it might be something along the lines of a pet or a dog that you wouldn't have expected to kind of capture your attention. So if you have your mind set on like a specific breed or a specific size, there might be a surprise coming along that you probably wouldn't have thought. So it does look like a dog is in the future. But it just also kind of feels like, hey, it might come up unexpectedly. It might come up something where you never thought that would be the one you're drawn to. And it does make you happy. It's the Suit of Cups, so it's about emotion, fulfillment. But yeah, it just kind of feels like a surprise, like, hey, I never would have imagined myself with this kind of dog. So that looks pretty cool. And then for the second part of the question, which is working with dogs and horses, all manner of wonderful animals, this is a really cool set here. So I pulled 2 cards. The first card I got was the Page of Pentacles. So this is a really, really good sign. This is the opportunity that you might need to kind of fulfill that, maybe that's how you find this dog that in the 4 of Cups that you never thought you would want to adopt or bring home. It's kind of like a surprise, learning opportunity as well. And we also have the 4 of Wands. So these 2 cards came out, Page of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. Asking about working with animals. So I think this would be a really good opportunity for you to kind of share that loving energy, kind of give them a bit of stability as far as being able to work with them. And it'll also help you in that way where you kind of establish that you're ready to take a pet home. And again, it might be something you never expected. So overall, the outlook looks really good, and it looks like something fun just to be able to work with animals. So that's what I'm getting for you.
And I had to put her line on hold for a second because I was getting some feedback and some noise on there. So I will come back to Barbara in a second. Okay. And one thing I wanted to know when she said working with animals, like, because we're always talking to Charlotte about that, she has the animals, she's there in Utah and everything, and we're always talking to her though about animal communication, like being a pet psychic, animal communicator. I'm wondering if Barbara's talking about working with animals as an animal communicator, pet psychic, or animal communicator, or just in general, like veterinarian type working with animals, or horse trainer, or so we'll ask her that. But as far as the dog, I mean, I'm getting a yes. You're going to be able to do, I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. This is the nurturer card. I call it the mother card. This is the mom card, and she's holding the pentacle like she would be holding a baby. And then look at all the animals. You got a goat's head there. You got, okay, it's not a dog, but you got a rabbit over here. Maybe that's what you're really supposed to get, is a rabbit, not a dog. as a pet, but it's because it's showing up here. But as far as, getting a dog, or any pet, yeah, I think you're going to be able to do that. There's a slight delay on this with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man often often indicates a slight delay. Also, it's one of my thinking outside the box cards. It's card 12. 1 + 2 is 3. 3 is creativity and communication in numerology. So this card is always talking about, taking advantage of that, tapping into your creativity in any situation where this card pops up. So in this case, how can you creatively, seek out and find, your perfect dog pet. I think that's what's going on, which is in alignment with what Ellie was saying, thinking outside the box. So like, what are some ways that you could adopt a dog that you're not thinking of now? You're thinking of all the normal routes, and there might be something you're missing there. And also to go along with that, I got the 6 of Cups, the nostalgia card. So I think that it'll be from somebody from your past, or that you've known a long time that you're not thinking of. So a family member, a distant aunt, a childhood friend. I mean, it's endless what it could be. I don't know who it is, but it's an area you haven't looked into, and maybe they're looking to adopt out a dog, and it's like perfect situation for you. So look into that. And then for the other part of the question, working with animals, and again, I don't know if it's animal communication. By the way, if it's animal communication, we need to have you on these shows. It would be great. We haven't had a pet psychic on Psychic Talk in quite a while. We'd love to have an animal communicator on here. I keep elbowing Charlotte to, get in on that, because, she's always wanted to do that. I'm like, well, go for it. And it's kind of a similar situation, Ellie, that I'm getting for Barbara. And that is the Queen of Swords shows up, and the 8 of Swords. So 8, again, the number 8, abundance in numerology. Definitely you're going to be able to do this and work with the animals. But these cards, especially these cards together, all those swords, thoughts, and ideas, I mean, you're totally overthinking this. And I think it's kind of similar to, our good friend Charlotte, where I told her, I said, you're overthinking this. Take some courses, contact some other animal communicators, just, go for it and learn it, right? And then she got gifted a animal communicator course. And it's like a no-brainer. That's the universe, it's like the cosmic wake-up call card coming out. That's the universe going, wet mackerel, slapping you in the face. Wake up. I mean, you win a course on animal communication. I mean, just do it already, right? So yeah, if anything's going on here, you're overthinking it, and the Queen of Swords, you got all these swords surrounding you, these thoughts and ideas, and then the Queen of Swords comes in to say, hey, just focus on the one idea. I'm going to do this. So that's what I got. Okay. Hope that helped you out. Let's bring Barbara back on. Hey, Barbara.
Hi. That was interesting. I'm going to look into the animal communication.
Awesome.
Yeah. See, what I was thinking of, I do energy work with animals, okay? And my last dog was a spiritual dog. And every dog I've ever had, I've never gone out to look for. They've come to me, okay? Mm-hmm. And I've been looking at all different rescues and this and that. And I guess, you know what? When that special soul is meant to be, with me, it's going to be. That's kind of where I'm at right now, where my dog and I, the previous dog that I had, which was about, I don't know, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, it's been a minute. And we could communicate telepathically, and I can't say that I could do that on the spot for someone else. Being in person with a dog, I can read it, you know what I'm saying? But telepathically with some dog that I don't know, I can't say that I could do that. But that's what I want to do, is energy work with them. And actually, I would like to do animal communication with them. Absolutely.
I think
that would
totally
be fabulous.
go for it.
Yeah, because I just love them. I just love the dogs.
Yeah, I think you're already like 90% there, and you just need to work on the, being able to connect on the spot kind of thing, and get some information, and communicate. Yeah.
Right. Who's that person that you knew? Who is that person?
Charlotte? Or was it someone?
It's the lady from Iowa?
Utah. Yeah. So
Did you say?
She's in the chat right now on our YouTube channel. You could go and talk with her. She's also on our website. So if you go over to www.psychic.cafe, that's psychic.cafe, you can sign up free, and just under members, search Charlotte, and you can have a chat with her right there on the site.
Okay. Yeah, because that would be something that I would really like to do, is work with the animals so they're understood, because that's half of it. People look for dogs for different reasons. And when you said, well, maybe you're looking for a particular dog, I don't want a dog like a poodle. I don't want or any dog that I have to shave and go to the hairdresser
That's a lot of work.
Groomer. It is. And it's not just me. And you have to meet the dog and their needs where they're at. So is it selfish to say, I don't want this or that dog? No, I want to give it its best life. And this is what I'm willing to do. And this is what I can afford to do. You really have to narrow it down to what does this breed need to be the best that it can be, You wouldn't put an Australian cattle dog in an apartment unless you're crazy.
I got a message.
So I really...
Yeah, Barbara, we got a message from Charlotte for you, and we got to move on because we're at the end of the show here, and I might try to squeeze in one more call, but Charlotte says, I know a great training that is starting soon if she's interested. So yeah, Barbara, just contact Charlotte. Go over to www.psychic.cafe. And for the rest of you out there, let me see if I can find that real quick. I got to make these buttons like easier to work with. Like there's the subscribe button. Where is the Psychic Cafe website? There it is. So for everybody wondering, that's how you get there. It's a simple URL. Just type in psychic.cafe and you can join for free. And then just click on message at the top of any page. Click on new message, type in Charlotte. You'll see her pop up. You click, and then you can type to Charlotte. And let's see. Oh, Charlotte says, I have 2 border collies in my house. And she's got this training coming up for you that she can, if you get in contact with her, she can set you up with that, Barbara. Okay. And what else is going on in the chat here before we take that one last call? Then we're going to get out of here. Rescue dogs are so rewarding. Charlotte was mentioning, and she was laughing at airing my overthinking dirty laundry, Dax. And I'm like, that's right, Charlotte, that's right. Michelle says I'm good at that. I am. I'm very sarcastic. Anyway, let's see. I think we have time for maybe one more real quick here. Area code 856. If we don't get to your call today, remember, I'll be back tomorrow. Hi, hon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Rosemary. How are you? How are you? From New Jersey.
Hi, Rosemary. We're doing good. How's
How
Jersey?
are you? Cold and snow, and today's raining.
Woo!
So we got the whole mixture.
Oh, wow. So what did you want to ask about?
Oh, I have a lot of things going on. Whatever you guys pick up that's going to be for the positive for the next month or so, then if I'm moving or whatever you get that's coming up.
Okay. Go for it, Ellie. What's going to come up? Shuffling here. And then we're at the end of the show. So, hey, we can continue the conversation, folks. You can come over and hang out with us at the cafe. Yeah, come over and join. It's free to join, psychic.cafe. And don't forget, of course, you can book a private session also. My page is psychic.cafe/Dax. Ellie's is psychic.cafe/Ellie. There we go. What you getting, Ellie? Are you on mute?
Yeah, I got stuck on mute again. Okay, here I am. So the cards that I pulled for a general message, just what you need to know. We got here the Oracle card Power. So since you're calling in, let me describe the card. The card is a mountainside. There's like mist on the mountains. And then we've got two really big, bright lightning strikes. So this is definitely a sense of like a shift. I'm getting a shift in energy. So there is something on the horizon. And the reason I say that is because we got here the World card. Now with the World card, it signifies the end of a cycle, but the beginning of a new one. Because the Power card and the World came in, I feel like this is definitely going to be really big for you. This is going to be something that I think just kind of ushers in this almost like new era, I guess. So it really feels like a new beginning that you're going to be able to bring all this knowledge and all this wisdom of the previous cycle, and it's going to help you kind of step into your power as you move into this new chapter. Excuse me. And it really feels just like super, super exciting. Because of the lightning strikes, I feel like it's charged with energy. So very
yeah,
exciting.
that's really cool. Yeah, I like that card. I'm getting basically the same thing. I think it has something to do with a project or something you're going to be working on with other people. And then the Justice card shows up, and in this kind of situation, I'm thinking what it's referring to, not necessarily anything legal, unless you have something going on like that. But I really think it's just talking about justice being served. I think you're finally going to get your own, so to speak. And then the 10 of Cups followed by the 10 of Pentacles. First of all, just like Ellie said, it's, this new opportunity, new beginning. 10 reduces to 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, which is new beginning. So 10 is a special case. There is no 10 in numerology. There's only the numbers 1 through 9. But in tarot, we kind of stretch it a little bit. And what we do is 10 is basically what it is that hairbreadth moment between the end of one cycle and the beginning of the next. So you're like on the precipice with these cards. You're right there. And, it's idyllic family life, and again, family legacy, and, wealth and anything material, along those lines. I think it's just, you're right there. You're right there. And it's going to be over this, time period that you wanted us to look at. I think it's happening, literally happening. Fantastic messages coming through. And I liked how ours was, pretty much, Ellie, pretty much connected like that.
Yeah, they're pretty in tandem.
Very synchronistic. Very synchronistic. I hope that helped you out, Rosemary, and something to look forward to and focus on.
Yeah, you hit it on them. There's some legal thing going on. Because my father passed away, my brother's doing kind of shady ass. You know what I mean?
That's why the legacy card's showing up then. Yeah. That's why the legacy card's showing up. Sorry to hear
it's going to go in my favor then.
It looks that way. Yeah. Yeah, that's that justice card showing up there, and that's why the legacy card was showing up, and the idyllic family life then. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well,
and
appreciate
sorry about its passing, our condolences.
Thank you.
Yep, somewhere in this next month. And thanks for the call. Yay, we're at the end of the show here. We're going to get out of here. Remember, you can always pop in the cafe 24/7. Psychic.cafe. And I'll be back on the air tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. London, UK. I don't have a co-host lined up. I know I did want to mention that Pamela Steele wants to co-host on Sunday. So Pamela Steele will be on Sunday's show. Remember, we're in between the Angelic View shows, Maria's show, and she's in the chat right now. Hi, Maria. She'll be back on the 4th, and I'll be joining her as guest co-host, but I will be on this Sunday, and Pamela's going to be with me. The rest of the week is open. We're going to do a show tomorrow. Friday, of course, is Catherine's show, and then I'm going to do a show on Saturday. So I'll be back tomorrow and Saturday, and I don't have anybody lined up, so it might be a solo show, or one of our hosts, or Tarot Guild certified readers, lifetime members out there. Somebody wants to pop in and join me. Maybe Michelle wants to pop in again, or you, Ellie, whoever's available. I'm still trying to get Charlotte to bite the bullet. She said February, so it's like, yes, give me a month. She's getting warmed up to do shows. She did shows with us before, so it's not like she doesn't know how. But yeah, anybody on the staff that wants to join, it'd be great to get Gary on a show. Corby, Pamela's already doing it. Ellie's already doing it. I'm trying to think who I'm missing. I'm missing somebody. Even folks that are doing their own show, like Charlotte and Sharona. Sharona's on winter break, but if she wanted to pop in and do a show with me, be co-host, that'd be great. Maria, Maria does her show, but Maria, anytime you want to pop in on one of these shows, you can. And by the way, it doesn't have to be just me and a co-host. We've done shows where it was like 3 of us or 4 of us on here. We could be, that big show when everybody was on there. At one point, it got where it was 9 boxes, so it was like the Brady Bunch. It was so hilarious. Oh my god.
Celebrity Squares.
That too. Yeah. So if 2 or 3 or 4 of you want to pop on, and if you're a Tarot Guild premium member or a lifetime member or one of our certified readers, tarot masters, grandmasters, you want to pop on shows with us, and like I said, people that already have their own show, like Charlotte, not Charlotte, sorry, I meant to say Catherine, like Catherine on Fridays, Maria, Sharona, Janice Fuchs. If any of you want to, pop on impromptu and just let me know, and I'll get you the link to the YouTube, and you can the link to the Zoom, so we can do the YouTube, and we'll just hop on and have fun. I've had more fun these last few shows than the last 14 years. We had the 1000th episode, and then I was on with Maria on Sunday, and it was great. Monday, I took Monday off because I had to go get an MRI, but then yesterday with Michelle, and then today with you, Ellie. I mean, this is just, wow. I feel like everything's coming together. What do you think on that?
I agree. I feel like the energy has just been recharged by the 1000th episode, and now we're really getting into, Psychic Cafe opening, and we've got all these ideas. Everybody's just kind of coming together and bringing this revamped energy. So, great way to start 2024. And definitely, there's a lot of great things coming. So, if you're out there right now wondering if you should join, step into the cafe. We're here, we're a community, more than happy to have you and get to join all this fun. So,
Yeah.
welcome.
It's that 8 year of abundance and prosperity. It's just flowing. I felt the energy shift at the beginning of the year, and we, started having people come on Psychic Cafe onto the new website, and there's just an energy shift change with these shows. It's amazing. And the other thing is people coming up with ideas. Catherine, Charlotte, Michelle, you have all had, by the way, everybody that's listening now and you're on Psychic Cafe, if you didn't know it, we said it earlier in the show that Ellie has a new group all decked out. And it's psychic.cafe/decked out. But when you're on the website, just click groups and you'll see it. It should be the first group at the top. Go ahead and click on that and join Ellie's group. It's open. It's not a private group. It's open to everybody. And you can share your deck ideas, the decks that are your faves and stuff like that. So Maria and Michelle, Charlotte, I'm trying to remember everybody that's in the chat right now. You guys all go join there, and you can post your deck reviews as well. And anybody that's not that I don't have you on the Psychic Talk YouTube channel yet as a contributor, let me know after the show and I'll get you all set up, because then you can upload your review videos and everything like directly to our YouTube channel, and then we can, pop them onto Psychic Cafe. Yay. Well, thanks everybody. And I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm having way too much fun. Bye, everybody.
A lot of fun. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Take care.
seconds.
There we go.